What is up, you guys? I am here with a build. I realized it has been a very long time since I've uploaded anything to the channel. I had a busy life. I am a teacher. And I just wanted to take some time to reinvent myself and reinvent what I do. And with this particular build, I wanted to do it in New Fern. And I wanted to build a starter home. Um, as you can see, I am starting out with a very simple design. At this time, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was pretty certain that I was going to get a starter home in um, with 2 stories. And as you see later on in the build, that was too ambitious and a great idea, but there wasn't enough money to make it happen at 20,000. So I had to downsize. But right now, I'm just playing with different things. Um, Previously, I started recording the scenes in Puerto Rico, and it sounded like a very good idea to do a let's play. But in the recording phase, it wasn't very fun for me. Not that I wouldn't do it again, but it just wasn't the right thing. So I had to sit down and be like, what should I do? I think in moving forward, remodeling houses and building houses is more on my thing. Except right here, as you can see, I am building a roof, and roofs are not my strong suit. Um, and I had to reconfigure this roof a couple times because after I had something I semi liked, I had to go and make it a 1 story, so I had to reconfigure the roof yet again. But as you can see, I'm trying to make things happen. My building style, I don't know why, but when I build homes, I kind of am into building colonial homes. So very symmetrical, certain color schemes. It's how I like to build homes. I had told myself this house wasn't going to be colonial like, and already, as you can see, there's colonial aspects to it. It's just how I built. I want to challenge myself not to do that all the time, but for this particular build, it has very much a colonial vibe to it. I actually ended up really liking this house, and I made some changes after the recording was over because I realized that I didn't have a mailbox and I didn't have a trash can outside, and I wanted the house to be fully playable. So I had to make some design changes, minor design changes, to um, to make this house both nice looking and to make this house have all the essential it needs to be a starter home. Um, right now in here, I'm just playing with color. This was a very hard build for me to do because typically when I'm playing The Sims, I just like to go all out and spend as much money as possible, but trying to keep to a budget for a starter home without using a cheat code was something that it was difficult. Now, this is around the time that I'm starting to realize I'm looking at my price and I'm like, I'm close to half my money already, and there's no furnishings. There's no way I'm going to be able to do a 2 story home. So, right around this time in the build, I had to downsize. Um, I want you guys to go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you guys can. Give a thumbs up if you guys like my video, if you guys like my home. And also let me know what you would like me to see build in the future. As you can see, I'm doing my least favorite thing here, which is ceilings, roofs. It's just not fun for me at all. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I eventually liked the way this turned out. I honestly wish I could put 2 or 3 more windows in this house once I was all done with it, but I had reached my max. I am glad I didn't go with this particular roof and I adjusted it to look more like that because I like that better. At first, I was like, oh, this is gonna be one ugly roof, and an ugly roof would kill the whole vibe. I was also very restricted when it came to landscaping because of not enough money, not enough simoleons. So, kind of a bummer. I'm thinking I'm probably going to build a house to play in this particular lot. so I can show you guys how they develop the house, the new additions, and how they really make this their home. My basic idea is I definitely wanted a two-bedroom at least. I wanted it to be fully functional. I wanted to have a living room, a dining area, um, bathroom, everything you need for a home. I did build a little courthouse for this house, which I probably will put up in a second. But I couldn't landscape it, which was really upsetting. Now, at this point, I'm distraught because I hate that window that I'm about to get rid of. And I'm like, how can I fix that? Simple solution, beautiful. But as you can see, the more I build, the more you see the brick and the whites and the definitely the colonial style look to this home, which is really overwhelming. I wouldn't say overwhelming. It's very prevalent in almost all my builds. I love homes from the colonial times. I think they're neat. I think they have a lot of personality. So this is why I use so much um, colonial type vibe in my builds. Right now, I'm just building the little courtyard. I figured even if it's a poor family, even if I can't landscape the whole backyard now, I should be able to pretty soon, hopefully, landscape a courtyard, and that's what I'm going to be going for. Um, right now, I'm just looking at the house, adding little trimmings on the roof, just to make the house pop out a little more. Um, Usually, I go with white trimmings. This particular house, I went with darker colors, and I kind of like the way it turned out. Now I'm getting ready to furnish. My way of furnishing is a little weird. I like to throw things in and then I decide what type of flooring and stuff I want. So by no means do I keep a concrete flooring. I'm just kind of laying in a kitchen and I'm about to realize that I'm putting in a kitchen where I really wanted my fireplace to be. So I have to make some arrangements and you will see me do that in just a second. I kind of like that kitchen, but I like what I ended up with more. So I'm glad that the location didn't work because it inspired me to do something completely different. And you'll see me do that right now. I'm like, well, I definitely know I want a fireplace and I know where I want the fireplace to be. So let's take care of the fireplace right now. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm deciding whether I want this to be a living room or a dining area. Ultimately, I decided this is going to be a living room. I knew I wanted a wall that had bricks. I ended up changing that a little bit, the bricks, but I kept the same idea. I don't know why I was so hell bent on getting a mirror in there, and eventually, as you will see, I was like, nah, the mirror wasn't working. So I adjusted that. It's a lot easier to talk when you're not recording. I work as a teacher and I'm always talking to kids and it comes so naturally. And here it's a little intimidating, but it is what it is. So I'm like, nope, done with the mirror idea. Let's get a TV in here, and now it's definitely gonna be a living room. So we went with the living room idea. Now, something that happened off camera that you won't see here, on this video is the little sitting chair, the single sitting chair. I ended up getting rid of it to afford the outdoor trash can so that I can have a more so that I could have a complete home, because if not it would have gone over the 20,000. I still put a sitting area in there. I still have a little chair, but it's not as nice as that one. I also got rid of that coffee table and used a different one, just so I can save up a little bit of money and keep the house on the right budget. But I still think it looks gorgeous. It's just a little bit different. So now I'm starting to add wall colors. I decided to go with the gray to really let the red pop out, which is what I wanted it to do. So we used a very neutral color in the gray. And now I realize I need a kitchen, and that little nook back there is just the right size for the kitchen. And I really love how this kitchen came out. And this is what I'm getting ready to work with right now. It's my little kitchen area, which I think is absolutely gorgeous, and well thought out. You guys will see in just a second. trying to get an entry to all the other rooms. The little bathroom back there, the little bedroom, and decide what I'm gonna do with the little nook in the entrance of the house, which ends up being a little bedroom as well. Um, so now it's time to decorate this kitchen. Um, for this kitchen, I had a million ideas. I wanted it to be modern, but I still wanted it to be a white kitchen with white appliances, but I wanted some blacks in it, um, to have a color contrast. And I really like what I came up with, and you guys will see here. First thing is I decided I definitely want an island, so the island is built. Then I decided that I want more red throughout the house, just little specks of red here and there. I think that red really pops when you do that. So that's what you see me doing now. Um, just building the cabinet area. I love building kitchens. I think every house that I've ever built, I built a different type of kitchen just because kitchens can look so nice if you take your time. They can really give your house some character. So I decided I want a window um, right by the sink. So I had to do that awkward thing to the cabinets where you have low, high, low, high. But I think that with this layout, since it's so small, I really think it works out. So there's the little window that I put in with the cabinets and all. So just to give the kitchen some live, um, some life. I said live, some life. Um, there is a little more red that I added just so the red continues throughout the house. Um, little waste area, disposal area, I guess, on the trash. And now I have this space right here, and I wasn't sure what to do with it, but I knew I wanted a two-bedroom house, so I knew that I had to make it a bedroom. Now that small of a bedroom, I knew it wasn't gonna be anything too much, anything fancy, but it was gonna be just right to do what we needed it to do, which is sleep. I'm also thinking I want a smaller bathroom, but then I'm thinking, you know what? At the end, it's not gonna work out. So let's go back to a bigger bathroom. So here I am building that first bathroom, and again, you don't see it as much in here because I haven't put lighting in there. But that tub has a little bit of red. As you can see, the sink has red. So I'm still making the red a prevalent color throughout my whole build, which is something I did in this particular house that I really like how it turned out because the house is white, the house is black, but there's all these flares of red throughout the house that I absolutely love. Trying to decide how to position my carpet, my rug. Sometimes rugs are hard to position because there's so many options and you never know exactly what you want to do. I'm trying to keep things cheap too, so here I am picking a design for the bedroom, and knowing that I don't have a whole lot of space, and B, I don't have a whole lot of money. So how do you make it work? So I have to go with something cheap, and hopefully, when I put a Sam family in here, we'll get things done, and they will, be able to renovate and remodel. There's also enough space in the back of the house to make that room a little bit bigger in the future, which I think is going to add a whole lot. Maybe a walk-in closet. I'm putting down the floors, and I think the brown darker floors with the red, it just makes it pop big time. So I really like how that came out. Um, Making a couple changes here and there. As you can see, I don't think I mentioned it because it happened so quick, but I actually got rid of the black brick inside the house and made it more of a white brick, of a beige brick to match the chimney color. And I think that just blended in perfectly and beautifully. And it shows a little more once I put the light throughout the house. I hated the lamps, the lighting that I had to use, but it's all I could afford to keep the house at 20,000. When I finished this built, it was right at 20,000. When I made the last few changes off camera to add the trash can outside, it ended up being 19,000. 980. So whoever sim moves in here, they will have $20, 20 simoleons to spare, um, to get their life started. I will add this house to the community on the Sims page. Available for download is probably going to be called Starter Colonial or something along those lines. Once I have it all figured out, I will give you more details in future videos so you guys can find my builds. You guys can, of course, download these and edit these as you please. If you guys want to show me what you guys have done, please feel free to show me what you have done. Again, thank you so much, and you guys have a wonderful day.